Hey, the Tao Daily Tarot just around the corner. Here's your little heads up. We've seen this message repeated just a couple of days ago. Come to the edge. We're headed towards eclipse season, just about a week or so away. This, by all measures, is going to be one powerful eclipse season. And you can see from the cards what is in store to get you to come to the edge of a new life. I'll have details for you. This is powerful stuff coming up. Well, hello and welcome to this latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. You are more than welcome to be here, whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, cross-watcher, makes no difference. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And while I'm thinking about the fact that you are here right now, please like, subscribe, hit that bell. Maybe if you feel really interested, maybe share this with somebody. Help me to grow this channel. Alrighty, so here's what we got for the first-timers. What makes this reading different, this tarot reading different from every other, is the fact that I do archetypal readings. I take a look at the images on the card and I read them. I use 4 decks, only 8 cards, sometimes 9, depending on what kind of messages, what kind of intuition I'm getting on the reading. But we keep it very simple. More cards doesn't make for a better read. More cards, more often than not, from my point of view, makes for a more confusing read. So the Tao, very simple, direct. 8 cards, 4 decks. I focus on energies, the energy of coming, going, pushing, pulling. Because those are energies you're dealing with every single day. Things are always coming to you, going away from you, pushing you, pulling you, especially if you got kids. And life is complicated. And we have 7 to 8 billion people on the planet. So if I were to get into predicting, automatically I know by the law of numbers, purely, that I'm going to miss a lot of people. When people start predicting for you, they're putting you in a box. With these energies, coming, going, pushing, pulling, you're getting an energetic weather report. You are seeing what the energies are around you in the immediate future, the present and the immediate future. It's like a regular weather report. You want to know, is it going to be sunny? Is it going to be rainy? Are we going to get snow, tornadoes? You want to know so that you can prepare. That's what we do here. I also do something called the Hyper Shuffle, and I try to get this read in about 10 minutes or less because you are a busy person. You have things to do. You can easily get a 10, 11, maybe 12-minute tarot update, fit that into your schedule with no problem. And that's the point. You are the main entire focus of this tarot read. It's to empower you, it's to give you choice, it's to give you that energetic weather report so you can navigate your life successfully. Alrighty, I did mention the Hyper Shuffle. How about if I show you? So there you go. There is the Hyper Shuffle. Now, I did something today that I haven't done ever, frankly, as I've been doing these readings. But, you know, sometimes you have to go with the way the spirit or the mood or whatever, however you want to term it, moves you. And so I did so today. The bottom 4 cards are all from the Vice Versa deck. Alrighty? Because there was a message there. You know, I just had the sense as I was pulling the card, I went, wow, interesting. And I just said, why don't you pull another, pull another. So the 4 on the bottom are the Vice Versa deck. Tell a very fascinating story. Let's begin at the beginning, however. Here we go with the overall temperature of this energetic weather report. Come to the edge. Didn't we have that a day or so ago? Yes, we did. And when you get this kind of thing happening, where you have cards coming up regularly, consistently, there's a message there. Come to the edge. And you know, it's funny, I am thinking that this eclipse season is going to be super gonzo. Very, very powerful. We got the hint at the new moon in Taurus back a week, almost 2 weeks ago. I noticed a change in the energetic temperature. The frequency shifted. And everybody I ran into was noticing the same thing, and it's just been building, building, building since that new moon in Taurus. We got a full moon coming up here, I believe, in Sagittarius. It'll be coming up in about a week or so. Again, major changes. That full moon is a total eclipse. 2 weeks later, we have a total eclipse, solar eclipse. That'll be in Gemini. And all my astrology friends have said this is a powerful season we're entering. And I'm noticing from a lot of people, they're feeling this energy. So come to the edge. That's telling me 2 times in a couple of days, that's what you're going to have to do. Or that's what you will end up doing, coming to the edge. Alrighty, let's go to the first card from the energy pile of coming and going. 9 of Wands. Yes, yes, yes. You know what you love. You know what you want. You know what would really fill in the blanks. Many of them, if not most of them, in your life. Yes, it would have something to do with something or someone that you love. The key idea is attachment, emotional fulfillment. So yeah, you're going to have to come to the edge, and it really looks as though this eclipse season is going to do it. In fact, it's going to add a little excitement too as we continue with the energies of coming and going. Ace of Wands. Wow. Huh? You want to talk about passion? You want to talk about excitement? You want to talk about joy? Maybe even fulfillment in your life? That's when you're entering. That's what these 9 of Cups indicated. They said, hey, look, we want something more in our life. This past year or more has really sucked the joy out of our life. These 2 cards say, you know what you want, and you know the effect. It's going to create a lot of happy juju in your life, and that's really what you're going to. But to get there, you're going to probably have to, one way or another, go to the edge. Alrighty? So now let's change energies just a little bit to pushing and pulling. We got the 8 of Wands. Certainly more enthusiasm, more passion, quick communication. Now, this can be communication with somebody on any different level. Emails, texting, doesn't make any difference. Or it just could be a conversation. Or it may be some kind of connection that you make with a situation or someone that creates this quick message to you, to your psyche. And the message is enthusiasm, positivity. So stuff, as you can see, is starting to move with this eclipse coming up. And then, of course, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups loves. There's no question. He is the King of Cups. But you know what? He doesn't always show it. Keeps it pretty quiet, pretty private. And if he is not developed or not in a higher frequency, he can actually be kind of a grunt pig. But I don't think that's the case. I believe this is something that's happening within you. You are developing this sense of love, this sense of fulfillment, this sense of purpose, of meaning. But you're not talking about it because it's all internal right now. And I think once we get into the eclipse season fully, I think this stuff will pop. But right now, it's inside. Now, we go to the vice versa storyline, I'll call it this morning. We begin with the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups can indicate fantasy. More likely for me, they indicate confusion. Here you have 7 things in front of you, all of them attractive in their own way. Some true, some not so true, but they get your attention. And as I was looking at this, you know, I said to myself, this really kind of suits the time that we're living in right now. Because there are so many possibilities, so many choices. Some are good, some are terrible. But filtering them out, spending time trying to make your way through this gauntlet of possibility confuses you, loses you. And in the meantime, actually kind of dries up your enthusiasm, right? So we move to the second card, and what it's done is create a burden for you. So many possibilities that as you're working your way through them, you're saying, this is good, this is not good, this could be good, I don't know. And eventually the weight just gets to be too much. And you surrender. You put the weight down. You say, that's enough. I don't know what the answer is. I don't have the answer. And it's just worn me out. Maybe a little time out. And I think the eclipse season will give you the opportunity to simplify, because I think this is the eclipse season, the Tower card. Now, it does not mean destruction, wreck, or ruin, What it means is insight. That someone comes into your life and kind of blows away all of the subterfuge and leaves you with what is at the essence. Now, for many of us, this can be painful because we get attached, even to garbage in our lives. You know, even if it's not good, sometimes it's like, yeah, but I like her so much. I like him so much. I like the job so much. And yet it's not doing you any good. So hence, you get the Tower card, which I think is a cleansing situation that'll be coming up over this period. And again, remember, you're worn out. You're exhausted trying to take care of it. Anyway, once you decide to put down the weight, guess what happens? The Wheel of Fortune turns again, positively. And you start moving into the future, maybe a little differently than you thought you were going to move into the future, but with a level of confidence, with a level of balance, something that you have not had for quite some time. And so this provides you the opportunity to move forward. And I believe that's what this eclipse season is going to be. First with Sagittarius, it gives you a chance to see the truth, gives you a chance to see what is real. And then the solar eclipse in Gemini gets you to act on it. But there's going to be just a little bit of a shakeup, not a big one. The key is for you to decide, I am putting down the burden. That's enough. No more. I'm finished. And you already know how that situation works itself out. It's just taking action. And I believe the solar eclipse in Gemini will get you to do that. A very, very powerful read as we head into a very, very powerful time. The eclipse season beginning at the end of the month and going into the middle, actually probably already taking us into July and maybe several months thereafter. Eclipses do that. It's not just a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and it's over. It is, and it's not revolution as much as it's evolution. Let's look at it that way. Anyway, it's a powerful read. Thank you for being here with me and sharing it. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, please. That's very important, as you know. And between now and the next time you and I have a chance to talk tarot together, which I look forward to, I have one outstanding wish for you. Blessings.